That loop sucked. I'm going to do it again. Hi, friends. How you doing? Welcome to Monday Night Muses. I was doing so well, and I got like a little ambitious with that loop. All right, here we go. Welcome to Monday Night Muses, friends. Long time no see. Live from New York, it's Monday friggin' night. Are we feeling sassy and delightful? I hope so. I hope so. I had to go for some MIDI vibes because, you know, Kai inspired me. Like, oh my goodness. If you missed our opener, I feel so bad for you. And I hope you will catch the replay because, oh my gosh, Kai Bergson just rocked our universe with, I counted like at least 6 keyboards and synthesizers. Like, oh my goodness, this person putting me to shame in a very wonderful way. Anyway, how are we feeling? As always, I have 3 questions for you. My questions are, number 1, where are you tuning in from? Number 2, what are you sipping on tonight? I got some wine and seltzer going on. It's pomegranate seltzer, no big deal, kind of fancy. Number 3, how are you feeling tonight? I want the real answer, not the polite answer. Don't give me that polite bullshit. I want to know how you are really feeling tonight, because we show up for each other at the Monday Night Muse crew. And this is going to be my first longer broadcast. I decided that instead of 9, I'm going to go till 9:30 or 10. That's my time. I'm Eastern time, so adjust accordingly. Cause I don't know. I just like y'all. Same place, same drink, and same feeling great. That's lovely. All right. This, my friends, is a sustain pedal. I forgot to set up the sustain pedal, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Because I'm going to start off with a couple of piano tunes for y'all. And I want that good sustained goodness. To answer my own questions, I am broadcasting today from New York, Long Island to be precise. I think I already told you, I am sipping on wine and seltzer. And I'm feeling okay. I always feel better when I get here. All right, the heck with that loop. It's time to start playing songs to you. Why isn't my sustain pedal working? It might be my fault. It's backwards. Whatevs. I'm going to start with a song called I Used to Be Sweet. True story, you wouldn't know it to look at me. Okay. I have installed a paper towel holder on my wall next to the computer, so cheers away, Lady Bees. Thank you. Bonk. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's see here. Plugging cables into things. I'm so unprofessional, but I hope you like me anyway. It's just always something. There we go. Now the sustain pedal's working. I just had to unplug the things and replug the things. It's like turning it off and on again. Okay. I used to be sweet, but life made me bitter. I used to believe if I did my best that it would work out, and I did. Always drawn to disappointment, always drawn to broken. I thought I could find compassion with somebody who knew suffering. I thought I could be a healer. I thought you could heal me. I thought we could see each other and be seen finally. But I'm always a translator, running halfway forever, making ever smaller fractions, ever closer while the other sits and waits for me to build the bridge. I used to be sweet, it used to be sweet, it used to be sweet. I used to believe in more than me, it used to be sweet. How can I be the woman I know I was meant to be, with all these pushy expectations weighing heavy on me? How can I be a healer with no one to heal me? How can we see each other through this thick fire of stories? How can I be generous when everyone wants something from me? How can I be understanding when everyone wants to judge me? I am just one girl doing my best. It used to be sweet, it used to be sweet, it used to be sweet. I used to believe in more than me, it used to be sweet. Thank you, friends. All right, here's the theme of tonight's broadcast. We're going high art with this one. The theme of tonight's broadcast is negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a theme that came to me in a predictive text thingy. You know when you have those little things on Facebook or whatever, and they're like, let predictive text, like write your sentence for you, and they give you a starter. So the starter was, my ancestors need me too. And predictive text told me that my ancestors need me to negotiate with the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm over here like, okay. Oh, thank you for asking. This shirt, I don't know if it's still around, but this is a Delia Stanley shirt. Delia Stanley, the original muse herself, started this series and then was gracious enough to let me continue it. And this is her original artwork for her Broke Down EP. How friggin' amazing is it? You can find her at Delia Stanley. I'll pop that in the comments. DeliaStanley.bandcamp.com. She's super awesome, wonderful. DeliaStanley.bandcamp.com. There you go. Okay. I'm going to play you a song. I'm going to go down an octave so that I'm in a more comfortable place here. So what does it mean to negotiate with the Wheel of Fortune? I don't mean like the theme show. I mean like, fate. I'm like working through it myself, and I would love your opinions. Oh my gosh, Barbie says, my female ancestors were sitting on my right shoulder last night. Wow. What were they saying, Barbie? I want to know. Unless it's personal, then don't tell me. I'm so sorry you did miss Kai's set, but don't worry. It's going to replay tomorrow on Facebook and YouTube. And you can catch the replay. Maybe it's already ready on Twitch. You can catch the replay on Twitch. So negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune. That's our theme for tonight. What does it mean to you? Are there times in your life that you feel you have negotiated with the Wheel of Fortune? I feel like maybe. Because I'm the kind of person who doesn't take no for an answer when I, have a dream or have a goal or want to fix a problem. I'm like, we're going to fix this. So maybe that is, I don't know, is that negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune? Or is that like taking the Wheel of Fortune hostage? I don't know. I don't know if my ancestors are telling me to go more lightly or to, be more intense. Anyway, anyone who's got requests, this is original focus, so you can see my originals on the song list if you want to pick by title. If you know them or don't know them, go for it. This is a song called What I Miss Most About You. This is about me kind of looking back at my history with lovers who did not work out and trying to take something healthy away from that. Is that like negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune? I don't know. That's my theme for tonight, negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune. What does it mean to you? I want to see in your comments what that means to you, what it makes you think of maybe from your own life. I still think my family likes you better than they like me. And I don't know why you don't really like anyone, but you really do seem to like me. What is it about me? Everybody who loves me has no faith in humanity. What is it about me? Must be something, but I still can't see. And what I miss most about you is my certainty. What I miss about you isn't you, it's me. Nobody likes it when I write songs about them, no matter how sweet. And I'm always wishing that anyone would write anything about me. But no one wants to be the music except for me. Oops, I am the singer already. But I wanted us both to be both, you see. I was reading the comments, rookie mistake. And what I miss most about you is my constant trying. What I miss about you isn't you, it's me. When someone's words came at me all at once, reminding me of me, of who I used to be, I thought I finally found my missing piece. Well, I fell in love with words and beliefs and bad poetry. I learned the hard way, I despise your reality. Now I lost all my faith. I'm living in the wait and see. But every time I lose, I learn a little bit more about me. And I'm never like losing, but I like who I am starting to see. And I'm never like losing, but I like who I am starting to see. Thank you, friends. That was called What I Miss Most About You. Starting off with a couple of songs that are not recorded because, why not? Here we are. We're doing a longer Muses today. I'm going to go till 9:30 or 10, whatever we're feeling. I don't know. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get good on the keys. I've been dragging my keyboard, not this beautiful MIDI keyboard because I'm afraid to drag it to my bar gigs, but I've been dragging like, you know, kind of a little less fancy keyboard that I have around to my bar gigs and making sure I play every night. So, you know, that's it. That's practice is the secret to a whole lot of things. So I'm trying. Thank you. Barbie says, I don't negotiate with the Wheel of Fortune. I just be the being. And I miss making love, but praying for peaceful. I'm like just kind of like experiencing those words as a poem and just like sinking into the mystery of them right now. Hey, Susanna, how you doing? Welcome. All right. Trying to decide what I will play for you at this time. I'm going to move it over to guitar and I'm going to play Make It Count, and then maybe I'll play something I've actually released instead of all these new songs, but I'm feeling it. You know, I haven't written a song in 2022. That's sad. It's just been a crazy year, man. The hits keep coming, not always in a good way, but I'm really grateful for you guys and grateful for my friends and grateful for music because that is pulling me through this year because 2022 is not playing. I don't know. What's your experience been so far? I feel like it's like almost a joke at this point, you know, like we have a new year and we're like, let's not jinx it, you know what I mean? Like, let's just tiptoe quietly into this new year. And I really feel like 2022, man, has it in for me. But it takes a lot to get me to stop pushing, so. All right, picking out a nice sound here for this song. I'm going to play for you. It's time to play Make It Count. Sugar dust, darling, do you need an adventure? Baby, only you could turn the open road into a lecture. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough for this. Tensing up your neck like you're pushing through a disaster. Crying like a catbird praying for the answer. afraid to take advice, so you only ask for advice from the moon. You're driving from the backseat like, will we get there soon? It's hard enough without this total lack of self-trust. You are enough for this. Behold, you are free, and the sky holds you up. You are enough. Behold, you are free, and you don't have to shut down your love anymore. No one's coming to get you. No one's coming to take you down a peg. No one's coming to get you now. Make it count, make it count, make it count for the old you. Turning over leaves like a cackle of grackles. You're not overwhelmed, you start to worry that you're slacking off. Oh, we used to be the future is the past, and time moves slow, you're always running so fast, and there's a stitch in your side and you're not gonna last, and you're trying to breathe and all you have is a gasp. Behold, you are free, and the sky holds you up. You are enough. Behold, you are free, and you don't have to shut down your love anymore. No one's coming to get you. No one's coming to take you down a peg. No one's coming to get you now. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count, make it count. No one's coming to get you, get you. No one's coming to get you, get you. No one's coming to get you, get you. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count, make it count, make it count. Make it count, make it count, make it count for the old you. Thank you, friends. The song is called Make It Count. It is not released yet. I was thinking I might do some... Let me adjust this camera a little bit. I was thinking I might do some songs that I don't do too often or haven't done in a little while for this broadcast. So I'm going to do a super old one. This is a song called Sincere. And this used to be, we called it... in my open mic days, we called it my money song. This was the song that got people to pay attention. This one in Pennsylvania. And I still, it's funny. I really wrote it about that experience of going to open mic nights as a young woman. Like in my, was I even in my 20s yet? Like 2021, right around there. And gosh, the level of mansplaining that I experienced. It's funny because I'm running an open mic night right now, and or an open mic day. It's on Sundays at the Dang Barbecue Cantina, and I always lay down ground rules at the beginning. And the first one is like, let's be respectful to everyone. Let's be attentive and be the audience that they wish us to be. And one of the ground rules I put is do not give constructive criticism unless it is asked for, because I can't tell you how much unsolicited and often unwelcome advice I have received from older men as a woman out playing guitar in public. And anyway, or just unsolicited conversations in general, which doesn't mean that you should feel afraid to approach someone that you meet, you know what I mean? But definitely met more than my share of like creepy people. And kind of this song was reflecting on all of that, and reflecting on how it would reflect poorly on me if I kind of called out the bad behavior I was experiencing. And so I kind of was just like, smiling along with it. Gosh, I remember this one time there was this, he must have been drunk, but I think we were at a cafe that didn't serve alcohol. But like this guy who seemed drunk to me, really hitting on me real hard after an open mic set, and spent the whole next person set, who I wanted to pay attention to, they were a friend of mine, talking my ear off about how they could sense that I was a mother figure and that they needed healing from me. This guy was at least 30 years older than me, by the way. That they needed healing from me as a mother figure, and that's why they knew they were drawn to me. And I was like, that's cool. I don't ever plan on having kids. I don't really identify with that maternal instinct so much. And every so often, this guy would literally lean over to me and be like, are you feeling those maternal instincts kicking in yet? It was so weird and so creepy. Yeah. Anyway, this song is called Sincere. You said I like the middle one best. And I said thank you and your eyes are brown. I forget what comes next. But unfazed, just spend the evening making jokes, comparing different brands of cigarettes, and I never tell you that I don't smoke. So now you think I do, and you think I don't mind when you say that all those boys on the radio need to learn how to play. And you think that your hubris is so justified, 'cause you're so indie, you're so undiscovered, you're so male, therefore so self-satisfied. I don't know why I think you can't see me through all of this trying when I can't see you, and I don't wanna change myself for you, but I do, and I do, and I do, and I'm doing, I do. And you say the unadorned human body's such a beautiful thing. Yeah, and you snicker and you make it ugly. I'm supposed to laugh or something. And you talk about sex like I'm supposed to think you're weird, so I got to feel weird for not thinking that you're weird. How fucked up is that? Then you offer me a cigarette. I don't know why I think you can see me through all of this trying when I can't see you. I don't wanna change myself for you, but I do, and I do, and I do, and I do, and I do. And if you like me now, I won't be on my own terms. And when I see you on Friday, I'll smile, but I won't know half what to say. But something will surely take over. It's dreadful, but I'll sound sincere when I say, yeah, I like your new song a lot. Yeah, we should do something together sometime, yeah, why the hell not? And everything beautiful moment, so free of faux pas, so free of something real. I don't know why I think you can see me through. I'm this child when I can't see you, and I don't wanna change myself for you. But I do, and I do, and I do, and I do, and I do. Thank you, friends. That was a song called Sincere. That's an older song of mine that I wrote about, among other things, casual sexism as a woman playing guitar while female. Thank you, friends. Hey, Judith. Welcome. How you doing? Hey, Claire. Long time no sincere. If that isn't the whole mood. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. All right, Barbie requested a flying song. I could play the bird song. Do I have any other flying songs? I'm trying to think about like what would constitute a good flying song. I'll do the bird song because that feels like a definite winner for that category. Judith says, don't know what that's like. So you missed it. I was sharing like some open mic war stories, Judith. I will share another one. So, okay. Let's talk for a minute about sexual harassment, because every time I have been groped or what have you, you know, like sexually harassed in some kind of low-level public way, it has come out of men manipulating my willingness to be basically polite. And I want to share with you about this, people of all genders who may be watching, because I have sometimes had... I'm sure we've all had that experience of having men come up and say, like, I'm one of the good guys, and it's really hard because, women expect me to be a bad guy, and that's not who I am, and how can you judge me before you know me and all that? And I'm here to say, like, it's not about that. It's about us having had experiences and not knowing you from whoever. Like, not knowing. How can we know? You don't have, like, a gold star hanging above your head that marks you as a good guy, right? So, maybe accept that it's not about you, and it's about the fact that every woman I know has been sexually harassed. And it's always by, at least for me, I shouldn't speak for everyone, but in my experience, it's always been a man who really manipulated a situation in order to kind of get his hands on me. And I was thinking about this because I was talking about like messed up situations at open mics as a female guitar player. And I remember meeting this one guy, and he like seemed nice or whatever. Didn't seem super creepy during my evening at an open mic one night in Brooklyn, and having like an okay conversation with him. And then at the end, he kind of like, we do it's the end of the night, we met each other tonight, how do we say goodbye kind of thing, what's the polite thing to do? I go for a handshake, he goes for a hug. I'm like, I don't know this guy well enough for a hug, but whatever, sure, because I'm here trying to not be offensive. And he turns the hug into like an extended hug and kisses me on the neck. Like, I don't even know this guy. There were no signals given to this guy that would be okay. And that is the way that sexual harassment has looked for me, which is there's always something where I have the opportunity to choose whether to kind of like give someone the benefit of the doubt and be polite, and it gets pushed to a creepy place. So I'm just here to tell you, like, if you're a dude, for starters, don't presume that the level of contact you want is the level of contact that the woman you just met, or even the woman you've known for a very long time, wants. It's good to check in. It's nice to check in. Even especially now with Omicron, I think we're all used to doing the thing of like, oh, are we shaking hands? Are we hugging? And I present to you that that's good to do regardless of whether there's a global pandemic. I think I just lost a few viewers. Oh, well, sorry, y'all. Anyway, I just want to put that out there that, Judith Wyman over here being real and saying fake feminist men. And Mighty Jammer saying, oh my God, did you punch him in the throat? And that's the second thing I want to share, which is no, I didn't, because every single time I have been, whatever, groped, maliciously kissed, whatever, I have been too busy picking my jaw up off the floor in order to respond appropriately. And appropriately, in my opinion, is like saying loudly, like, get your hands off me, guy. You know what I mean? And every time I'm just like speechless with shock, because I genuinely don't tend to believe the worst in people. And I have to tell you, I have been trained. I have now been trained to have to think about like, okay, what am I going to do if this guy tries to get his hands on me? What am I going to do if someone grabs me in the subway? What am I going to do? Blah, 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 in every situation, because I don't have any other way to protect myself. And yeah, it's yucky. Barbie says, I would have bit him on the throat and yelled, vampire. Barbie, I love you. You give me life. Thank you. Anyway, so here's a song that's not about any of that. This is a song called If You Teach a Bird to Sing. But a little bit it is also about showing up for yourself, when the knight in shining armor rhetoric is not helping you, when there are no knights in shining armor showing up, or when the knights in shining armor turn out to be creeps. This is a song about freeing yourself. And if you have ever had to free yourself in any way, this song is for you. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly. I think I did not start that loop at the right time. Let me start again. Sorry about that. I'm having like looping silliness today. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, oh, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. Teach a bird to sing, fly, fly, fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gonna learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. You think you got it, cage of brass and a lock and a key. You think she's too down to set herself free, but the fact that you lock in her out shows you're the dummy. You think you're all of that and a bag full of chips, but you gotta control just to get at your kicks. And the fact that you lock in her out shows you're the dummy. And if you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gonna learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. And singing is 50% it, and I won't be content just to hang around and be a pretty little plaything. Because I see a sky on my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. Because I see the sky on my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. If you would teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. Because I see a sky on my window. The sun is rising, 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 just like I will. If you teach a bird to sing, she gon' learn to fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly. If you let her sing, she gonna fly away. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We're grappling with big subjects today on Monday Night Muses. I hope you're here for it. One of the things I love about this is that we can get real with each other here, and I can talk about some like deep topics that usually I wouldn't talk about at a bar gig, for example. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. So I may or may not have received a spiritual message from my ancestors to negotiate with the Wheel of Fortune. And I just think that's a really interesting topic. And like, what does it mean to negotiate with the Wheel of Fortune? And here's where I'm at around that. What I am choosing to interpret that as is like the compromise, the constant compromise, because it's not a one and done thing, between showing up as your best self and showing up for yourself. Giving people the benefit of the doubt, but being able to protect yourself from being sexually harassed, for example. Trying to be generous and loving with your time, but being able to set healthy boundaries around the people who would take too much of it, you know, or who would be toxic to you. So to me, I'm kind of taking that as like, that's what negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune is. Like, let's be trying to be our best selves and trying to also make sure we're looking out for ourselves. What does it mean to you? I am curious, because this is a very mysterious turn of phrase. And it came out of one of those little memes where they have you use like the predictive text on your phone. And I thought that was just so fascinating that I've been thinking about it all week. While we're on that topic, I'm going to play you a song called New Moon in Cancer. This is a song I wrote during quarantine. And I was really thinking about what it meant to kind of create a new normal for ourselves, rather than going back to a kind of flawed old normal. And of course, anything is flawed, right? Like there is no perfection, because that's a moving target. But I was thinking about how we could kind of approach our day-to-day lives with a little less hustle and a little more kindness and a little little more like authenticity, if I dare use that word. I'm really feeling this new moon in Cancer, 'cause I know that the water is the answer for all of my burnt out pieces. And every part of me says I'm too tired to go on trying, and all the best parts of me are on fire and dying, and I know I'm in there somewhere, somewhere. And maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time, yeah, I think it's time for, maybe it's time for a change. You put it on the line, yeah, baby, so just be brave, 'cause no one ever grew up without pain. And I know that this life is a gamble, and I'm gonna blow my dice, 'cause I wanna take a ramble. Gonna use this time as a gift, but I don't wanna be rude and wasted, and I'll build my faith out of stubbornness, 'cause I don't wanna trade my happiness for dollars that'll never buy it back. No, I can't buy that as a wise life path. And maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time, yeah, I think it's time for, maybe it's time for a change. You put it on the line, yeah, baby, so just be brave, 'cause no one ever grew up without pain. No one ever grew up without soothsayer, path maker, everyone turns to you. Are you gonna carry their weight another year? A truth keeper, path seeker, tired secret keeper. Are you gonna put it all down, go clear? When you gonna put it all down, go clear? When you gonna put it all down, go clear, my dear? When everyone turns to you, there's only one thing to do. Join the crowd for once and turn to you. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time, yeah, I think it's time for, maybe it's time for a change. You put it on the line, yeah, baby, so just be brave, 'cause no one ever grew up without pain. No one ever grew up without. Thank you, friends. All right. Got some comments in there. Oh, I like that. Mighty Jammer says, Wheel of Fortune is a matter of chance. I think you need to take more chances. I really like that interpretation, because I am not a chance taker generally. You wouldn't know it, right? Because I'm someone who quit my day job and all of that, but there was a lot of planning that went into that. So we're talking about, our theme tonight is negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune. What does that mean? And what does it mean to you? I would love to know. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Judith is also tuned into a tarot salon, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician are the, wow. If that doesn't speak, if you're not a tarot person, the Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Fortune, I think that's a clear imagery. And the Magician really is someone who makes their own destiny. If that doesn't speak to negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune, what does? That's really fascinating. Barbie says, when negotiating, don't email the person. Look at them. That's good advice. That's nice to be able to make a real connection. I love this. Ooh, Barbie says, my ladies go forth. I'm gonna take a risk. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? Brittany says, I finished a book, so I was late. Did you finish writing a book or did you finish reading a book? I feel like it could go either way with you. Okay, I'm going to play a song called Liminal Spaces, which I also wrote around that same time during quarantine. And like I said, if anyone has any requests, let me know. And then we're going to have Poetry Corner after that. We got Brian Garrity's poems on Poetry Corner today. I'm very excited to share them. Brittany says, I was reading a book. What book were you reading? I want to live vicariously through your reading. I have a thing for liminal spaces. I get stuck inside them for ages. When you observe a particle, the particle changes. But no one's understanding when I change too, if you're looking. I had a book of dreams on my nightstand. I always thought that I'd come back for it. I had to prove I could do it my way. I had to prove that I could make rent. If you just believed me the first time, it wouldn't have been so hard for me. Where are the moon sisters I was promised? Where is the music monk I never got to be? 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. I have a thing for piano players. I try to learn from the things I'm drawn to. I try to learn why the moth inside me likes this particular flame, so I don't get burned again. I have a book, so many it's embarrassing. I have a lot to say for someone so quiet. People think that she's a stuck-up bitch until they get to know me. And by the time they get to know me, I'm attached even if it's wrong. Where is the night of cups I was promised? I went all in, and all I got was this lousy discernment. 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. It's too late now. You can never take it back. It's too late now. You can never get the years back. It's too late now. And the future looks exhausting. Where are the broken but good-hearted people? Myself changing into something I don't like. 'Cause I got stuck chasing love from somebody. 'Cause I got stuck trying to chase money. I have a thing for liminal spaces. I get stuck inside them for ages. When you observe a particle, the particle changes. I can barely understand the particle that I've become. Thank you, friends. I see some really, really cool comments in here. Let's see. Liminal spaces always makes me think of lemon candles. I have a thing for lemon candles. That sounds really nice, actually, kind of fresh. Kind of a nice fresh smell. Susanna says, when I pull the wheel of fortune, I always think about how we react to the cycles that pop up time and time again. How are our responses serving us? How can we align our behavior to react to life in a way that helps us progress instead of repeating unhealthy habits? I really like that wisdom, and I like looking at the idea of negotiating with the Wheel of Fortune that way, in terms of like, okay, what cycles have I done And can I do this cycle a little better this time around? Because we all have like that stuff we come back to again and again, right? Like, oh, I thought I got through this, that kind of stuff. And I like the idea of negotiating of like, well, what if I try it this way this time around? Ooh. When I had a belated Valentine's with my girlfriend this weekend, we had to get the train in an unusual place in the station, and it was totally a bizarre liminal space. It got the song stuck in my head. I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about how the LIE is a liminal space. It is like the very definition of a liminal space because nobody goes to the LIE because they want to hang out there, right? It is a space in between. You go to the LIE because you want to go somewhere else. Your end game is never the LIE, and yet we, as Long Islanders, that's the Long Island Expressway if you're not local. As Long Islanders, like, yet we spend so much time there, and we like are so intimately familiar with the LIE, and it is 100% about us getting from one place to another. I was thinking about that while I was driving on the LIE. Anyway, really interesting stuff. Oh, wow. Brittany says, it's so funny that this topic, the night before I go back to therapy, when we're focusing on old programming and cycles I'm stuck in. Really interesting. I feel like it's time for that stuff to come around. It's time for us to do some review collectively. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe that's something in the collective unconscious right now. Okay. Poetry Corner. That is what time it is now. It is Poetry Corner time. So I've got poetry today by Brian Garrity, who's a truly awesome human and wonderful poet. And I'm going to go find the poems that he sent to me and read them to you. I see some more comments happening right now. I see Barbie over here talking about quantum theory, particles of quantum theory and philosophy in yellow mellow orders of the sunshine. Barbie, you talk in poetry. Are you actually a fairy, Barbie? Are you a member of the Fae? And should I watch myself when I make bargains with you? You bring so much light to this broadcast, Barbie. Thank you. All right, let me get started for Poetry Corner. No tracks are record enabled. I'm recording. Okay. Sorry about that. Had a little audio glitch for a hot minute, but we're back. We're back. It's good. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning into Poetry Corner. My name is Rorie Kelly, and Poetry Corner exists as a live broadcast on Monday night during the Monday Night Muses broadcast, usually between 8:30 and 9 o'clock-ish Eastern Time, which you can tune in for every week at twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly. You can also hear Poetry Corner syndicated on WUSB Radio, which is the local Stony Brook radio station here on Long Island, and you can also hear it worldwide at WUSB.FM. If you put those letters into your browser, you will find it, as well as Lucky Star Radio. So thank you for everyone who has brought Poetry Corner to life. Thank you everyone who has requested that I keep doing Poetry Corner, because it started off as a fun, just me being goofy and artistic kind of thing, and I was delighted and surprised to learn that people really enjoyed it. So today I have for you the poems of Brian Garrity. Brian Garrity is a super awesome, wonderful poet from here on Long Island, and I'm going to start with a poem of his called "A Universal Feeling Came Into My Home." A universal feeling came into my home. Like a meteorite floating through the cosmic expanse, she faded from his memory, but never ceased to return after seconds passed by. He was a stargazer, and she was a nebula that captivated his vision. He often looked at her in amazement and had so many questions to ask her. Scientific analysis aside, there was no one true answer. Her features hung in his mind, journeying through her dynamic aesthetic with no end in sight. He cherished the moments and wished he'd take each one back as they passed so he could collect their chemistry in his heart for eons. Each trembling imperfection he feared would form a chasm between them, instead fused them together. Cascading into soliloquy, he was flooded with quotes describing the arresting inamorata he could no longer live without. Drinking her in was a neurostorm. It created a cerebral whirlwind of memorable scientific masterminds and shining lyricists whose words echoed in his mind regarding the hard-to-define, yet suddenly easy-to-feel buoyancy of love. Like a star-studded diamond, his heart was hardened for a long time. She made him feel as though the clogged pain that coagulated from past relationships was dripping away into plasma. Now raw and exposed, he felt ready to allow the soft hands of a caring woman caress his heart once again. It is often the two people that aren't looking for anyone who end up finding each other. Pain called out to the universe, and fate answered with the unexpected bliss of another. Fortunately for him, it showed up when his logic was fast asleep long enough to allow his heart and hers collide. There was a poem by Brian Garrity titled "A Universal Feeling Came Into My Home." I feel like that is Brian Garrity at his peak Brian Garrity-ness. I just love his imagery and the way he describes feelings that probably we have all experienced in such a evocative, kind of guttural way. I don't mean guttural like grimy, I just mean like it kind of gets you in the guts, you know what I'm saying? All right, the next poem is called "Fumbling Through Flower Beds." I dared her to say chrysanthemums 5 times fast. She made it through 3 before she tripped over the repetition. I followed by falling for her, watching her lips try to trick her brain into believing the word wasn't a tricky one to say, made me run through fields of possibilities in my mind about what we could be until I felt a soft breeze. Like a baby's breath, breathe innocence into a heart that thought it knew everything. The shade of her towering sunflower was surprisingly warm, a shadow I could curl up in and never have to worry about light again because darkness never seemed so bright. When we met, my heart started sprouting from concrete. She was a miracle worker, seeing seeds beneath the darkest parts of me. Something only a visionary could do. It was you. When you twisted open my cranium and rewired the connection of my brainstem, I went haywire. See, the circuitry you reconfigured tested me, made me feel again after never having been nurtured by nature. Now I don't even need sunlight to sprout. A bed of soil shared with you on a crisp night, warmed by the moonlight, gave me something. The ability to grow from within, without the help of the outside world. You taught me my contents could not be contained, but was a beanstalk fairy tale that would split through the clouds and scratch the blue view above me and you. We live there now, always floating, No one able to reach us and tell us our fairy tale has an ending. So we keep adding chapters because these memories are too good not to multiply. You're the only one that could get me to do long division without separating anything. We were the addition of subtraction, two people taking away from themselves as they thought they were giving to each other. No matter. This problem can't be solved between the two of us. Alas, 1 + 1 can't equal 2, not with you. We must walk a parallel line, living out similar creative parabolas, but never touching, because the adrenaline rush would be too much. I threw away my tape measure. I stopped trying to measure the distance between me and you. Sadly, I came to realize that regardless of the number, it would always be too far to cross. This final poem that I'll read to you is called The Color of My Life is Yellow. If you just tuned in, we are reading poetry from Brian Garrity today. And his last name is spelled G-E-R-A-G-H-T-Y. Look him up. If you're local on Long Island, Brian Garrity, you may be able to find him. He's also a collage artist and has had some art shows with some of his collages. He's kind of a multi-talented human. This is called The Color of My Life is Yellow. Electricity is my favorite meal. Our tongues taste tungsten. Paper cuts are the scars I savor. Hardly a swordsman, I at least boast a mean pair of scissors. I used to think Caliban had the life. Monstrously developed, wildly articulate, well-learned, and able to fend off distraction due to a less than perfect appearance. My life has been one big de-cooning. I mean, of course, a big blur. There have been some ugly streaks of bruised color in there, but the spaces are opening and the lines stretching to become more refined and golden. Enlightenment is finding the perfectly packaged light bulb. Mine keeps shattering. How about yours? Thank you so much. That was Poetry Corner. If you enjoyed it, you can hear Poetry Corner every Monday night at twitch.tv/Rorie Kelly, RorieKelly. If you want to hear the live broadcast or keep listening wherever you're listening. I'm so grateful for you in my life. Thank you, friends. All right, we're not recording anymore, so now I can look at y'all's comments. All right, I see some clapping. I see some hearts. Text his name, please. Yes, I'm going to write down the name of that poet we just listened to. Brian Garrity is the name of that poet. What an awesome poet and really awesome human as well. I've gotten to spend a little bit of time with Brian, and every time I do, like, my respect for him grows. Okay, I'm going to keep playing for y'all, even though it's 9 o'clock, because I've decided to let Monday Night Muses go a little bit later. We kind of accidentally did that last week, and it felt pretty good. So if you're hanging, I'm hanging. All right, Susanna mentioned Supermoon. I think when I was talking about the LIE as a liminal space, yeah. So I'm going to play Supermoon. If anything else, anyone else has any particular requests, let me know. I want to do the thing for you. Just adjusting my levels post Poetry Corner. Okay, this is a song called Supermoon. This is you can find it on my album Rising, 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 which is on Spotify and Apple Music. Everyone's a little bit upset at Spotify right now. It's on the other streaming services too. I'm just an indie musician doing my best over here. Supermoon above my head, summer's trying to call me. but my ears are still too deaf from the bands after me. You're trying to guide me home, but the closest thing I ever found to home is just the LIE. Just me and Nancy driving on the LIE, maybe 1:30. Too tired to watch my speed. I got a place I keep my cat and my guitars. I got a key. But when's the last time one of these apartments felt like home to me? Turn the key, go to sleep. I'm good at being anywhere. Fall in love with art and then reality disappoints me. And I am such an American. I do my best living in dreams. You're trying to guide me home, but when I am actually at home, I am alone. It's not really home. Turn the key, it's almost morning. Go to sleep, I hear them calling. I'm good at living anywhere. Oh, oh, always, never really. Oh, oh, always, never really. My car alone in the parking lot. Speakers, mic stands, and CDs. Windows down cause it gets so hot. Cause I never fix the AC. She's trying to guide me home, but Ohio never did it for me. And you know New York is never faithful to anybody. Turn the key, it's almost morning. Go to sleep, I hear them calling. I'm good at being temporary. So I will take the road well traveled, cause that is what I do best. And keep looking for kindred spirits, for help when I need to rest. Thank you, friends. That was called Supermoon. Susanna says, the real flex is knowing who Nancy is. Yeah, that is a flex. Nancy was my old car. I have always named my cars because I just feel like it's rude not to. I've had 3 cars in my life. My first car was named Dirk. He was a good car, but he didn't last super long. My second car was named Nancy, and she was a Toyota Echo who I drove, I think the last count was 265,000 miles on that car. And now I'm driving a Subaru named Gabby. So that's my story. Sometimes I think about replacing it. Sometimes I think about singing that I'm driving with Gabby on the LIE, but it doesn't feel right. I don't want to disrespect Nancy's memory like that. Okay, next up, we have Up From Here. That is next on my request list. And then Road Trip. And then Barbie requests a fairy song or something magical. Okay, I got you. I'm trying to follow your theme, the Wheel of Chance, and dance with me around the circles of the planets. Barbie Gelman speaks in poetry, might be a fairy, hard to know. Aw, Brittany has a Volkswagen Jetta named Jezza. I love that. Or when she's being a pain, she gets full named as Jezebel. Yes, I was hoping Jezza was short for Jezebel. That's amazing. Okay. We're going to stay in the key of F, and we're going to sing the F word. This is a song called Up From Here. If you do not like four-letter words, now is a good time for a bathroom break, go make a snack or something like that. This is a song about belligerent positivity, which is the kind I am best at. Should we talk about the loss of tiny objects, very small specific parts without which nothing can be fixed? Should we talk about Mercury retrograde? It's totally cool, I love to put the past in perspective, but now that we are back in the present, everything in my life seems to be broken. Should we talk about my psychological state? Let's not play with fire here. It's already been a long day. You cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Should we talk about guitars and cars and bank accounts? It's a Russian roulette. Where will the problem be today? I am one headlight short of a bright outlook. That's not a metaphor. Hope I don't get pulled over anyway. I thank my lucky stars that I am good in a crisis. I thank the universe for giving me so much practice. Oh, you cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Don't threaten me with a good time. I wouldn't know what to do with it. Everything will be just fine as soon as I find my keys in my wallet. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go. You cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Here, I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go up from here. I can only go up, up. I can only go. You cannot be serious the way you're jerking me around. This bad luck is hilarious, 'cause you can't keep this fucker down. Yeah. Brittany says, no lie, I wrote a poem while listening to today's stream. Oh my God, Brittany, can I read it on Poetry Corner next week? No friggin' pressure or anything, but I would love to have you on Poetry Corner again anyway. Judith went into the kitchen and got a challah roll and butter. That sounds amazing. Thank you all for singing harmonies with me. Okay, here's what we have on deck. Barbie says, up with you, Rorie, I have wings to fly, and I as you, not my red hair, fine. Barbie Gilman speaks in poetry. Once you accept that, everything gets easier. We love you, Barbie. Thank you for showing up tonight. Okay, I'm going to do Road Trip. After that, I'm going to do 2 songs that are a little more ethereal because Barbie requested like fairy music, and I'm down for that, like in a big way. And requests are open if you got one. Let me know. Okay. I'm going to tune this guitar for this song. This is a song called Road Trip. I never released it. I don't even know if sometimes when I release an album, I'll put out like a deluxe version with like demos for the people who supported it. I'm not sure if this even made it on any of the demos, so I guess it's like fully unrecorded, unreleased. I'm always threatening to record it. My guitar wants to play a little sharp, kind of like my kitten Kaylee. Fairies and that opossum you were going to sing about. Was I going to sing about an opossum? I believe you. That sounds like something I would do. Not feeling it. You're not really in tune, you're just masquerading. Sorry, y'all. Forgive my perfectionism. That's it. I just want this to sound nice for y'all because you deserve it. That'll do. Road Trip. With my house keys since I was 17. I had my eye on 1,000 homes scattered across states and countries, and now I can't slow down for anybody, even me. Life is one big road trip, and Thank you so much, friends. That was called Road Trip. That is not released anywhere. I'm gonna adjust my headphones a little bit because they keep pulling on my ear. Gosh darn it. Okay. Thank you for hanging out, Mighty Jammer. Really good to see you. Barbie says, I'm still searching for a black male kitty in Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania. Kitty that will travel. That is hard to find, a cat that will travel. I have a very adventurous cat, but even she does not like travel. Unless it is, from her food bowl to me complaining that I should fill said food bowl. All right, I got 2 songs left for you, and then we're going to do a raid. The 2 songs I have for you are both unreleased. The first one is titled Saltwater, and the second one is called Into the Wild Wild Woods, because I am going with this natural, vibey theme. We've been talking today about what it means to negotiate with the Wheel of Fortune, and I really appreciate all of you going down this rabbit hole with me and thinking about that, because I'm just trying to think about it. I think it's an interesting concept that I need to kind of work my brain through right now. And so thank you all for kind of contributing your thoughts and ideas about that. This is a song called Saltwater, and it really is about, I guess you would say, mystery. I guess that's that's a real cop-out, right? A songwriter, what's your song about? Mystery. I guess that's a cop-out, but that really is, it's about, kind of connecting to the indescribable, connecting to a feeling of awe, connecting to something larger than you. Yeah. Can you sense it? The fire is burning bright in me. Blue, aching glass in the ocean is calling me. Like a ghost on a full moon at midnight, all the circumstances line up to the timeline's crossed. Was it just a dream? Like a play that I have in the guts to write, like a stage but the stakes are real tonight. To sleep perchance, to travel in a dream. Can you sense it? The fire is burning bright in me. The spell that I've never cast, cobalt blue, the aching glass, and the ocean is falling. Like a flashlight under the covers, like a salty pull of the water, like a child in the night. What do you believe? Like a shadow hint of destiny, like a hope, but you never quite see what it is before you come out of a dream. A locket full of promise, like that crossroads but out of focus, like a shining skin, like a mystery, like a secret whispered on the wind. How did the wind get to know them? Try to grasp but you just don't have the key. Can you sense it? The fire is burning bright in me. And the saltwater pool is all I feel. 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 Thank you, friends. That was called Saltwater. All right, I'm going to go out weird. I'm going to finish up with a song called Into the Wild Wild Woods. And if you enjoy it, You can't hear it anywhere because it's not recorded yet. I'm working on it. I'm kind of at home tiny little bit, working on like demoing up this song, but I don't know exactly what I want to do other than I want it to be weird and mysterious, and I want it to feel like you are walking through a forest that may be haunted. And it is an adventure, both healing and challenging, like a trial. If that's not too much to demand of a recording, right? So this is a song called Into the Wild Woods. It's going to be my last one. After that, I'm going to be doing a raid, and I am accepting suggestions for who to raid, or I'll find someone great if no one's got any ideas. I'm a little out of tune again. I kind of beat the guitar up on that last song. So I wrote this song about a woods near my house. It's not a big woods, but it's amazing how any woods, you go in there and it's real easy to get lost. Into the wild, wild woods I go. I don't care if you come with me. What you take into the wild, wild woods with you? I'm taking me, I'm taking me into the night where the crack of a tree branch says so much if you care to listen. Into the winter where the smell of the air carries endless information. I may as well be blind, but I've got wits and I've got attitudes. I have come here to find the thing that I was born to do. To the wild, wild woods I go, with a notebook in my pack, for to interpret all the things I see and decide what I'm taking back. I'm taking back, I'm taking back. Here in the shadow of the clouds on the moon, I cannot say for certain what is real and what's in my mind, but I know that soon I will sort out my route by feel. No longer in despair, I'm more determined than I've ever been. No longer in despair, I'm more determined than I've ever been. In despair, more determined than I've ever been. No longer in despair, more determined than I've ever been. No longer in despair, more determined determined that I've ever been. No. Thank you, friends. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for Monday Night Muses. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to raid someone. Prayers for this world. Call Earth. Yeah, feels. Prayers from Mother Earth. Given so much to us. All right, let's see who's on right now. We'll find someone good to raid. If you are watching the replay right now and you're like, raid? What? Well, this airs live every Monday night on Twitch. And on Twitch, when you're done with the stream, you go and like hop on someone else's stream. Like you go get up in their business and hop on another stream. All right, we're going to raid Rock and Doc. Rock and Doc raided us last week. We're going to return the favor, and that is where we are going to go right now. So first, as always, I'm going to sing you out. That last song hit different. I hope it hit good different, or at the very least, spooky different. Something like that. I think I managed to stick a guitar pick somewhere in my MIDI keyboard. Well, that's rough. Okay. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. 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 Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. My name is Rorie Kelly. I will be back, same bat time, same bat channel next week. We got Rupert Waits opening up next week. Talk about music that makes you feel like you're in fairyland. You're going to really love it. We're going to raid Rock and Doc. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. Thank you for coming to Monday Night. Hope y'all are ready to raid with me. If you're watching the replay, make sure you tune in next week because I'd love to see you. Monday Night Muses. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses. Thank you for coming. Just waiting for the raid to be available. Ready, set, here we go. Monday Night Muses. Thank you for coming to Monday Night Muses.